Hello, my friends. Happy Boxing Day. If you are wondering what Boxing Day is, I'm not completely sure either. I know it is a holiday after Christmas that is celebrated in England, just kind of another day of rest, of holiday, and so that inspired me to do a New England countryside house in The Sims, and so I have only going to be decorating the right side of the duplex. I left the left side empty besides the bathrooms are decorated. It's pretty much just a move-in ready side on the left, but on the right I wanted to decorate it for you. If you want to make this like a rental, you can have this side be the rental and then your Sims can be living on the other side. And so we are just going into the front area of this house, and I wanted this front area to have the Christmas tree, and I thought it would be kind of cute to have like some presents that haven't made their way into like their permanent spot, just kind of having like those decorations and such just kind of out in the open. Just like they haven't found their place, like I said, but they're like about to clean up. They're just still kind of getting over the holiday stuff, and so I have like a Christmas bin. And the style I wanted to go for this house was kind of eclectic, with like modern house or like a modern like styling, but has a kind of more country house. And so I was thinking that the Sims would be in this house maybe would always be renting this house, and so like they're just kind of like, okay, we don't really love this, but we're just going to keep it because it's what we got. And so we are just going to be adding a TV above the fireplace. I just had to use the Control 9 trick to raise up the TV. And now we are just going to be finding some side tables. I just put one by the tree. I didn't want to like overwhelm this space with side tables. And just going to be adding a rug. This rug is from Seasons. You've probably seen me use it a lot recently because Seasons also came with Christmas trees. And so we are just going to be changing the rug. I am also getting over a little cold, so if you hear me sniffling, if you hear my voice go a little weird, that is because I am currently sick, but I don't have school right now, and so I want to get ahead on YouTube videos, and so we are just going to push through it. I haven't gotten worse, luckily. I've kind of like, I'm getting better. Today was pretty much the same as yesterday, but 2 days ago was probably my worst day, so hopefully I don't eat my words and tomorrow's my worst day. But anyway, we are just going to be trying to see what to put in this corner of the fireplace. I ended up just putting a plant, but I was thinking of putting a little cat, but then I wasn't sure if I would remember to put a letterbox, and so we are just going to not be having any cats and dogs in this apartment or this duplex, and so we are just going to be adding just a few more details into this hallway space. I wanted this house to feel kind of older, like they just kind of updated the necessary things, but the owners of the duplex didn't really see like a purpose to update the wallpaper or change the walls. Like they want to keep it very traditional cottage. And so there are a few like older things in this house, but they did like update the thermostat, and so we are just going to be adding just a few things outside. I wanted this outside area to feel a little bit wintry too. I was hoping that it would be snowing in this world that came with the cottage living pack, because it is inspired off of the English countryside, but it was not. So I think I will be doing some more builds that include winter, or include snow, are built in the winter season. And so we are just going to be now in the dining room, and I kept the dining room pretty simple. I just wanted it to not be so overly cluttered. I do add some holiday decorations into this space because I was thinking maybe the family that lives in this duplex have a full annual holiday party, and even though they're in duplex temporarily, they still want to have the tradition of the Christmas season at their location, and so we are just going to be decorating a few walls in here. Again, I don't want to keep it like too cluttered since the wallpaper is a little much, but they can't change it. They're renting this place, and so we are just now in the kitchen, and this space was smaller than I thought. And you're like, wait, what? It was just when I was putting down the cabinets and the appliances, I'm like, oh, there's like not really that much space for an island. I do add a washer and dryer into the kitchen because I know that is popular thing to do in England, and so I wanted to keep this accurate as much as I can. It was funny, my sister walked in when I was doing the kitchen, and she was like, is that a washer and dryer? I'm like, yes, because I'm trying to keep it accurate as much as I can, and so we are just going to be adding some upper cabinets, and I wanted to keep this area very traditional as well. Like, there's a cabinet, so like it's functional, and which is technically true, and so we are just going to be going in and adding a stove, and I finished up the colors. I do keep the kitchen on the left side pretty similar to this. It just a different color, so if you don't have the for rent pack, I'm sorry, that was a struggle. If you don't have the for rent pack, then you can like still easily decipher which apartment is which. I mean, I don't have the for rent pack yet. I'm hoping to. It will go on sale soon, and so we are just going to be adding some pictures. I did just add just a little table there just for the family, just like for like the quick breakfasts in the morning, but then like the dining room would be used for the bigger events like birthdays or Christmas and like other holidays, and so we are just going to be adding some pictures just because there was a nice space for some pictures, and I didn't want to use too many low cabinets. I wanted this kitchen to not be the most functional in a way, as if like they don't really want it. They're like, okay, yeah, this kitchen is just a temporary kitchen, and so we are just now on the second level, going into the primary bedroom. And this space I wanted to keep a little bit more traditional. It doesn't have the wallpaper in the rest of the house, and so we are just going to be first adding a dresser from the parenting, or the, not parenting pack, the parenting expansion pack that we got just this last year. And so we are just going to be also making sure I add laundry baskets because I forgot. Those are one of the things that I usually forget. And so we are just going to be adding a little seating area. This is like above the Christmas tree in the little turret area. And so I did forget to add a computer in like the main part of the house, and so I do add it into the primary bedroom. You could either have like a family of like parents and a child, or you could have like 3 Sims living, or two to 3 like roommates living in this area. And so we are just going to be adding that little desk area, and I used the chair from Seasons, and so I did keep that computer desk pretty simple. I just have a computer. I didn't want to like overly clutter just because this room has a lot of layers already with like the rugs and the pictures above the bed. And so we are just going to be adding some plants in the corners of the room just to give it some more greenery, and going to be finishing off in the bathroom, which is a pretty standard 2x6 or 2x3 room for the bathroom I like to do. And this bathroom, again, pretty simple, and the other bedroom does have a bathroom attached to it as well. And there is a bathroom on the first floor. I just forgot to record it, and so there is a spot for your guests to use bathroom if they need it, but we are just going to be finishing up this space and just going to be adding a picture into the main bedroom area. And I'm pretty happy with how this bedroom turned out. I like this. It feels like a cottageness, but not like too much cottageness. I feel like the windows really do help. And so now we are in the second bedroom, which I was imagining it would be for a child, but you can obviously have whoever you want in this bedroom. And so we are just going to be adding a dresser and a laundry basket, because I knew the laundry basket was one of the most important things I needed to add, or else you would have dirty laundry every time your Sims changed and it would just be piling up. And I didn't want to add a castle into this room just since it is based off of England and there's a lot of castles there, and so I thought that would be a little bit fitting. Maybe that's one of the presents that Father Winter brought this child. And so we are just going to be using the bed, side table, and little poof seat from the Snowy Escape pack. I also used the window the mailbox on the first floor. You might saw me use that, and so we are just going to be adding a few more items from this pack. I felt like that little pot looked like a little fondue pot, and my family's tradition is having fondue. And so I just wanted to add to that just to give some of my traditions into The Sims. And so we are now in the second bathroom, and this bathroom is a little bit different. I was using the shower from Snowy Escape, and I liked how it didn't seem like a carbon copy of the first bathroom. And so we are just going to be adding another laundry basket in there. I tried to add too many laundry baskets. Just if you don't want to do the laundry for your Sims, then you can just keep having it pile up in the laundry basket and not being piled up on the floor. And so we are just going to be adding some posters above the bed and trying to give this Sim a little bit of personality. I didn't want to overly decide the Sim's personality, just in case you didn't want the Sim to be into what I putted their items as. And so we are just going to be adding some more decorations. So I'm adding a toy box, and you can have more Sims in this room if you want. You can maybe have like a bunk bed, and you can maybe have like just another bed like where the castle dollhouse is. And so I did want to add a bookshelf just because I realized there was no other like bookshelf item, and they do books do help your Sims funness and entertainment, and so I felt like it would be a good idea to add a bookshelf. And so we are just going to be adding some posters to go along with the bookshelf. And now we are just going into the little back porch area. I wanted there to be a little bit of a different difference in the back of the house, and so I made a little not screened in porch, but a little covered patio area, and put a little art easel and chair. Just wanted to keep this area pretty simple, but we are getting close to the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your winter break, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. If you have any build suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments. I love to hear them, and I hope to see you all next week in a video. Bye!